Welcome back to Job or Nobody. Today for AK Job Blaster, got some cool stuff from LDT. There's more coming, working on what you guys actually want. Blah, blah, blah. Spring mags. These are the LDT ones. If you run an SLR mag, no problems. Others, well, you may have to do a little trim. You shave the spine down just a little. It'll fit pretty much anything that takes a Gen 8 pattern magazine compared to a normal SLR mag. A little bit shorter, but because your balls get compressed by a spring, they actually seem to hold a little bit more. Feeding is pretty good. All we do is slide that off, pull that out, pour gels down. This is the worm drive variant. Best way to clear your mags out. Cool, bit of a different design to what we're used to seeing. Pour your gels in, grab your follower, IDOS, loaded, pretty neat. Only have 10 at the moment. Black's coming, maybe Stanags as well. And then we got some LDX stuff, which I'm pretty excited about. First, generic M4 sort of setup, your silver wiring, mag terminals. As I have LDT's CNC gears, 9mm bearings. I expect they're pretty beefy. Nice beefy trigger switch, optical sensor on the sector gear. I like that a lot. And just a little switch for your selector. Yeah, depending on what you put it in, you may have to trim that down just a little bit so it selects auto. When that switch is depressed, it's auto. Otherwise, it's semi wiring out the back and going. Otherwise, it's very standard LDT affair. Where they've updated it a little bit is in the top end. Now, these are only about an M80 spring in them because China has rules. Now, where we have an FPS limit at Fields, China has law to be M80. There is a dual rating. It's a little bit more than that. So all their stuff is roughly around 260 feet a second for the high end stuff. These do run full stroke. Nice metal rack piston in them. We've got our 4-prong spring retainer, nozzle, cylinder head, piston head, O-rings, all actually nice and sealed. Tappet plate, love that. They've also got some feedback because, there we go. They're actually putting a radius in the casting now. For the older LDXs, pretty common to break back here. Some broke up here between that. Most of them were back here. And the 4-prong spring retainer, well, some of the old ones, wasn't a whole lot of meat. Now there's double the material. Still small prongs, but now there's twice as many. And being a 4-prong, that's nice and stable and straight, even if you're not using a buff tube bolt to hold it in. So fits a lot of things. Mag terminal block, these come with the M4 ones. It does have a wire channel, so you can front wire it. You'll see that soon. I suspect these will be much stronger than the old LDX Advances, which is a good thing. I did like they fitted in a lot of things. These ones I would consider quite an upgrade. We do have a couple of MP5 versions, basically the same, but MP5 trigger. These nice, oh man, I wish they did that on MP5s originally. Nice little brass terminals. For whatever reason, they didn't put a select plate on these, but if you're putting these in a LDT MP5, or maybe even other MP5s, just have to reuse your select plate. They're also front wired. All the MP5 ones are front wired, pretty neat. And for those of you like me who have specific tastes and needs, empty shell. It does come with the safety selector plate, mag terminal block, spring retainer. Provide your own internals, trigger unit, trigger, piston heads on there, you know, or if you've broken one of the old LDX basic or advanced, I reckon these are a really good update for that, given they're pre-radiused in the casting and better bearings. Very, very neat, good value bit of kit. On the note of good value, they also come with their latest version of LDX T-piece. If you're looking to repair something that's got a broken gearbox, or update something that's got a nylon gearbox or a poorer quality metal box, really, really good option. These fit a lot of blasters. Now move on to the ones I'm excited about while we're in the empty shells. LDX Expert. Now these are 7075 aluminium CNC. You'll see some cool features in them, which they have a bearing spring retainer instead of the little cast piece the other ones have. Nice little update. They also have the wire channel in the back. So lay your wires down, there's two little bits. You'll see them in a sec. Yeah, these, I'm really excited. I cannot wait to do a build with one of them. We do have a couple of pre-built Experts as well. All of these have the new LDT ETU V2 light. They do have a bigger spring, tapetless cylinder head, but they're short-stroked 2 teeth. These will do around M80, 260 feet a second, but they will support 30 rounds a second. That's factory torque. I will test this at some point. Still with your wire channels, I'm really happy about how they've designed these wire channels. And it even comes up, there's a nice notch on the Expert. The cast ones still come out the back at the bottom, but these ones come out up the top. So your wires are even closer to that buffer tube area where the wire channel will run. Keeps nice and straight. Very cool. Still got all your bolt release stuff. We are going to get a couple of the ETUs in separately. That is really cool. There's 2 flavors of these. This one's the 70%. So if you've got a blaster sort of under 260 millimeters barrel, thereabouts, you got around 275, get the 80%. Otherwise, all exactly the same. Radiused wire channel. I really like wire channel. Like you can probably tell, I'm pretty excited. Wiring not near the bevel gear for a change. Yeah. Another kind of odd one, MP5K. Now, I haven't personally seen an LDT MP5K yet. A little bit odd. So they have pre-ground that off, so it fits in an MP5K. Front wired MP5 mag terminals. Kind of see how that all comes together. Pretty cool. But M4 style trigger and select plate. Again, I haven't seen the LDT MP5s. You could put these in any MP5, 60% cylinder. Would work out really nice. Go up 30 rounds a second with a nice fast motor. You may have to pilfer a select plate and trigger. Or alternatively, if you have an M4 that's front wired, you could change your cylinder and put your existing terminals in it. Really good way to update them. Yes. That's the gearbox range. I reckon these aren't going to last long and I'm going to have to order more soon. Very popular conversion update for any gel blaster almost. Like, as a rule of thumb, if your blaster is V2 gearbox and you can't fit an LDX in it, it's probably an annoying proprietary bit of garbage anyway that you don't want to spend that sort of money on. Most blasters will fit these with minimal faffing around, so really cool. I cannot wait to use these. Thanks for watching. Check out AK Gel Blaster's website. Like our Facebook page. Yeah, check out Job or Nobody. He does stuff. He's been known to make some videos and put stuff on FaceTube as well. So, yeah. Get these up here. Cheers.